kind of cool because like literally like my first meeting with that bitch is like the question she's asking me. I'm like, bro, like, are you actually trying to help me, or are you just being nosy as fuck, like on some weird ass energy? And I never went back since. Me.
Yeah,
Fair.
therapists
Okay,
can be
so
really confusing. And hey YouTube, this is the Third and One podcast. We're just talking about some, ish, some this and that,
Talking
a
about
little bit
life.
of mental clarity therapy, whatever. We're just talking about life. John, go ahead and say whatever you were gonna say.
yeah, so the thing about therapy is like it's very, very hard. Its actual name is psychotherapy, but people don't like to call it that because it implies psycho meaning crazy. But it that's really just it's just Latin. But a lot of it gets misconstrued. The problem is it's invasive because they have to understand why you make the decisions you make. Basically, there are some principles in psychology that state, hey, if this happens to you when you're young and you experience trauma, there's basically like one of three possible outcomes. And as you experience more and more trauma, you continue to branch off in these choose your own adventure books of fucked up life, if you will.
No, I hear you.
Uh,
I hear you.
and they basically try and figure it out so they can figure out how to rewire your neural pathways so they can fix your way of thinking. But it does feel very invasive,
Okay, well,
and
I ain't
a
trying to cut
lot
you
of
off.
therapists can be nosy as fuck, like
Okay.
actively.
And since you put it like that, like let me clarify a little bit. It feel like it's like a motherfucker would ask me certain shit, and it's like I give an answer that's like directed towards whatever they're asking, like whatever they're asking type shit. It's like a motherfucker sit there and try and flip it and make it seem like it's something that I didn't say. And it's like, bro, like, are you listening to me or are you just playing with me right now, bro? It's like I'm sitting here telling you X, Y, and Z, but you're trying to make it seem like I'm like, you feel me?
Yes, okay, so that's just a bad therapist. That's fucked. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I've had like 5 therapists, a few mentors, a few guidance counselors. It happens.
The one of the more important things though, um
It's Philip
uh
Rivers is coming to the fucking league, baby. But what were you gonna say? I'm
You know,
just
it's
I
joking.
crazy.
was
I'm
just
glad you
about
brought
to
that up,
say that.
bro. Like they're
Yeah.
bringing back old ass Philip Rivers, but they won't let Cam Newton sign to a team is insane. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would
So
love to have Cam Newton. So
Philip Rivers will get hit what, 2, 3 times, and
Bro,
his
his
spine will
kneecaps
be
probably don't even
broken.
work no more.
His
Like, what the
spine will
fuck?
just be done. Like,
Don't get me wrong,
it,
Philip Rivers is definitely like you feel me. He was a goated quarterback at a time, but it's like, bro, why would I sign a quarterback that literally cannot run? Like,
aren't his season stats like 45 touchdowns, 16 ints, and 2 kids a season or something like that?
yeah, he's gonna have some problem with keeping up with the 20-year-olds out on the pitch, whatever
Not
you
to
want to
mention,
call it,
he
the
has
field.
8 fucking kids, literally, not a joke. Philip Rivers has 8 fucking kids.
that's probably why he came back. That boy need that money. So.
Yeah,
No, he came back. He's like, "What's the one
facts.
thing I can do to get away from my family? Football. I can go back to football."
And they'll pay me? Wait, they'll pay me to get away from my
It's
Jasper's
family?
over here
crazy because
smiling
like
because he
nah,
knows.
because it's like bro, like Cam Newton didn't even retire, bro. But y'all go and offer this man Philip Rivers like job on the couch. Like
No,
Cam Newton ain't physically active is insane to me.
Yeah, I
that's
He's
wonder
true.
if
actually
he's been
he's actually
physically
in shape.
active, like
Like
riding bikes or doing something at least. Like if he's
I
just hopping
think
off
I
the
guarantee Philip Rivers ain't
couch
been doing
trying to
shit,
come
I
to the
bro.
think they're trying to do
NFL.
the Joe Flacco thing. Remember how like 2 seasons ago Joe Flacco came off the couch midway through the seasons and then fucking took him rounds to the playoffs?
That's Joe Flacco though, bro. You feel me? Man,
Yeah,
like
I mean
Philip
it's
Rivers,
Joe cool. It's I
now you
get the
feel me?
but they're trying to recapture that magic, right? These NFL scriptwriters and their bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
there's some sauce with that billionaire the lady they got on the sideline. She's doing something crazy up there in Indy. I could tell you that much.
Dude, okay, so the Browns have the greatest opportunity this weekend to spoil the Bears' playoff chances.
Wait, so they'll be out of the playoffs? Aren't the Lions already out of the playoffs as of last
No, no,
week?
no. The Bears, if the Bears
if we out
lose
of
to
the
the
playoffs.
Browns, they're out of the playoff hunt.
I'm fucking cooked.
Oh my
And I
The
god.
feel like,
Browns
and
have
it's
the
crazy because it's like,
best opportunity this weekend.
bro, you cannot
And then
make
you
us.
have Shador. Are you guys at home?
No, I think we're at there. Let me double check.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if someone can trust Shador and
We're at the Bears, yeah.
if he could get somebody else like just Memphis knows receivers. If he can get somebody else out there to help him, it'll open up the run game. And I mean, there's literally 100 different things you could do when you throw it to the guy and he actually tries to catch it. You know?
Oh, dude, have you? Okay, so I got Ricky to sit down and watch the Browns game with me recently.
Yeah, and Judy, that was the guy that just didn't make any efforts to make Shador look good at all.
No, Jerry Judy can't catch a fucking football.
That could be a thing. I mean, John's been watching them all season.
I
The
remember.
last game I just watched, it really did seem like Judy wasn't putting in any effort to make Shador look good, in my
Dude,
opinion.
one
Just
favor.
That was just
he,
my
he catches that one touchdown and does a front flip in the end zone like he was him. I want to smack his ass. Bro.
Oh, I know. I was so mad. Ricky, do me a favor. Google who has the most
Oh,
drops in the
yeah,
NFL.
bro.
What receiver has the most drops in the NFL for me, real
Oh,
quick?
we were talking about this. You can talk about it. We already did
No,
the
no, no,
research.
please. No, I want you to Google it just so that just
It's Jerry Judy, right? I mean,
yeah, it's Jerry. It's Jerry Judy.
yeah, he has
That
45
motherfucker
drops
has
or
bricks
something.
for hands and no fingers. Bricks for hands and no fingers.
And then,
you
yeah,
can't
he didn't
tell
even
me
want to add a
otherwise.
drop to the column in that last game right
Yeah, he
before
didn't
half.
even.
Yeah.
All he had to do was this jump
At
forward,
least
any
drop,
fucking
at
thing.
least drop the ball
keep it
because you
a buck. I'ma
just
keep
put
it a
your
buck. I'ma keep
hands
it a
out
buck.
and you'll
But
catch
it took
it.
me a while. Like, granted, like it took me a while to comfortably start doing that shit to where it's like I knew for a fact it was guaranteed, no matter how the placement was. But like one thing I can say playing receiver, bro, if you don't have that chemistry with whoever's throwing to you, bro, over the shoulder passes are dangerous as fuck, boy. When you trying to locate that shit, especially with a helmet on. Like I feel like it's different when you don't have one on, but like with a helmet, bro, like, nah, that shit definitely different.
Yeah, because
you're
I
right.
mean that
You're
impairs
right.
a lot of your vision right here. I could see what you're saying. You do have to have trust in your quarterback. That makes a lot of sense why Jerry Judy doesn't want to try and catch the ball because he has no trust in the guy throwing him the ball. But there's really no reason not to trust that guy. So you got to get rid of
Yeah,
Jerry
because
Judy.
Shador is yes, and Kevin Stefanski plays favorites, so he would rather bench Shador than take Jerry Judy out because Jerry Judy doesn't want to catch the fucking football.
Judy won a national championship at Ohio State, right? So that's why.
Okay, well, what have you done for me lately? Drop the ball
Yeah,
more than
drop
anybody else in the
the
NFL?
ball. Okay, no, that's all right.
He got it at Alabama. He was at Alabama. It was him,
That-
Devontae Smith, and him and Rose the third.
Okay, yeah.
It
See?
doesn't matter. He's doing
Arguably-
nothing by himself as
Nah,
receiver.
he was on that team that got built to ass when Joe Burrow went to LSU with Jamar chasing them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
from
and then the year after
Joe
that,
Burrow
yeah.
went from Ohio State to LSU and then whooped ass. Yeah.
He plays big in small games, and in games he should play big in, he disappears.
When you need
That's-
him,
no,
he's
that's
not
fucking-
there.
Damn, you just gave me a mean flashback. That fucking Bama team was fucking. They had Tua and Jalen Hurts, Henry Ruggs, Jalen Waddle. They had fucking Devontae Smith and Jerry Judy all at the same time. That's actually kind of insane.
Wait, and the
That is
running
kinda
back, who the hell? Wasn't that Ingram or something? Was a running back too?
I think it was.
He's the
Oh,
Heisman running back.
No, they had what's his name? Josh Jacobs. They had Josh.
Oh,
Jacobs,
Josh Jacobs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
that team was definitely.
I
that
want
team
him
was
at the
definitely stacked,
Panthers.
bro.
I guess Rico Dowdell is phenomenal, but we could use
That
a
team
good
was
backup.
stacked, bro.
Hubbard's just he's too pricey. Don't get me wrong, Hubbard. You're amazing. You're just too pricey. That's all I'll
All
say
right.
right now. Don't want to throw
So,
shade on my
Okay, I
Panthers.
said,
We're
I'm
doing
Nick
great.
Saban to recruit, boy. What
Let's
the
talk about offensive lines.
Okay.
What the fuck? Where did the Titans' offensive line come from? They were the worst team in the league to run the football, and they ran the ball on the Browns better than any other team. Make it fucking make sense.
Did they make a change before that last game?
Yeah, Kevin Stefanski hit the crack rock. That was the change.
Let's see. Did the Titans make a change before the Browns game on the offensive line? We'll see.
I wouldn't know. I don't really know.
I'm asking the we'll see with the interwebs. Yes, the Titans made a change to their starting offensive line before their most recent games against the Browns. Starting center Lloyd Cushenberry missed the game due to a foot injury and was placed in the lineup by veteran Corey Levine. The Titans' offensive line performed well and put up 161 rushing yards with Tony Pollard. Yeah, so They made a big
That's like the
change.
last name of Coke and Red Bull, brother.
The starting center, Lloyd Cushenberry, got replaced by a veteran, Corey Levine. That should stay a thing. Just keep Corey Levine in the freaking. Keep him in.
I feel like the backups are definitely always, bro. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, I can use my Chiefs as an example. Like Tyron Smith, when he got injured, bro, we had a fucking third string come in, bro. Didn't give up a single fucking yard when he was guarding. I'm like, bro, like, how the fuck the third string come in and he doing better than you, bro?
Like Aaron Rodgers, think about it. Aaron Rodgers was second string to Brett Favre and then didn't ever get a chance, and then he got that one chance and just kept the job. And Brett Favre had to go to the freaking Viking, or like had to go to a whole nother team. And Aaron Rodgers just took over. So yeah, no, you're right. The next man up mentality in the NFL, those guys are just so good.
Motherfuckers get that spot and they be comfortable. That's what that shit is.
Yo, I just want to point something out. How about Kareem Hunt this season? He's not the best running back in the league, but he's averaging 3.8 yards.
He's top 5. I feel like if he lost some of that weight to where he was looking like Kareem Hunt, that like originally got drafted to the Chiefs before he got in trouble type shit, like that the Kareem Hunt that was hurdling motherfuckers type shit, like yo.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
Hunt that got in trouble that played for Browns, he was badass with Nick Chubb. That two-headed running back we had.
Yeah, that was sick.
Oh my god, dude!
It's Andy Reid, bro. Andy Reid be creating some monsters.
But 142 carries, 545 yards with 8 touchdowns.
Third down, that man's almost.
That's really good numbers. Yeah, I don't.
Those are
yeah,
really good
8
numbers.
tutties. 8 tutties is great.
On 142 touches as a running back, brother. That's
and the season's not over yet.
Hunt's having a good season.
No, the season's over for us, bro. Vegas done already made that call in advance, bro. We not doing shit this year.
A few more games, he might get to 10 touchdowns on the season. I mean, as a running back, if I'm not winning a ring and I already have a few.
The team overall, bro, because it's like if you watch the game against the Texans, it's like, bro, motherfuckers literally dropping wide open touchdowns with nobody around them, all type of shit, bro. Like it's getting to the point where it's like Mahomes is literally. I'm not saying he is the MVP, but it's like, granted, he makes mistakes because like a motherfucker definitely be throwing shit that's like realistic. It's like I can sit here and be like, if I was in this position, bro, there's no way I'm throwing that ball.
Nah, Chiefs are on the bubble.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like you can have a perfect game, and then next thing you know, you get that. All right, it's time to sell type shit, and just all go down.
I also think that as you being a Chiefs fan, you've had such a high that you don't need to snowball. You know what I'm saying? So low because, like John's saying, you guys are on the bubble, and you guys still have Patty Mahomes, and he's still looking.
I know. No, I know the caliber.
And you guys are always crazy and pull it out.
Always at the end of the season, the Chiefs start playing their best football.
We literally would have to win every single game to go to the playoffs. That shit is not happening realistically. And I'm only saying that
realistically, but like script writers, if we're talking script writers, I'm fucking tuning in.
This is what you got to understand, bro. If we look at our team against majority of the people we play in the AFC, bro, we should not be fucking 6 and 8 right now, bro.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be 7 and 6 as the Panthers lead in our division.
And I agree. But please tell me 5 teams in the AFC West that's better than the Chiefs roster wise. Exactly. That pause is everything I needed to know.
Hold on. Let me think. My pause was who the fuck's in the AFC?
I mean, I was gonna just say
the AFC in general. Like if we look
at I mean the Rams.
Healthy, you feel me? Like
the Broncos on paper have a squad. I would argue the Broncos on paper have a squad as good as the Chiefs. The Broncos on paper.
The Broncos.
We're talking
Seahawks,
about the overall player. Like listen.
Rams.
I'll put it like this, bro. What's his name?
That's about it.
I can't think of bro name.
Maybe Chargers.
Number 4. Why I can't think of bro name? Right now?
The Chargers are pretty good this year, but I don't really see Herbert outplaying Mahomes. But it's just we're talking about the whole team.
Like Rashee Rice missed how many games at the beginning of the season, came back and is damn near fucking in the top 10 for receiving yards. That's a prime example of like, bro, like this should definitely be rigged for sure.
What about Xavier Worthy? Is he back playing or is he still injured from Kelsey? Okay.
No, he's been playing.
So
I remember Kelsey injuring him first game.
In the NFC playoff picture, the Bears are seeded as the number 7 seed. They are in the last place. If they lose, their playoff probability drops to 43%, less than a coin flip's chance that they can get into the playoffs. The Lions would then
Yo.
take their spot. So if the Browns win on Sunday, they do the funniest thing to one of the best comeback seasons I've seen ever. Because the Bears started like 1-3, right? If I recall correctly. Like they were having a
Yeah,
bad
the
time at
Bears
the
were
beginning of the season.
definitely 1-3 at the beginning of the season. So somebody else was too. Oh man.
Speaking of which, you just made
Let
me
me tell.
think about it. Hey, yo, no, time out, time out. We got to veer right quick because like while it's fresh in my mind, I don't want to forget. But didn't I tell? I know y'all saw. Didn't I tell y'all that they was gonna find a way to rig the college football brackets? Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Did we not
Yeah,
talk
we
about
were
this last
talking
time?
about that. Yeah, but what do you mean specifically?
Did y'all see what happened to Notre Dame?
Oh yeah, wait, but that's because Notre Dame is like owned by NBC or something, and then
But that
everyone
has
else is
nothing.
owned
But let's be
by
real. Let's be real,
Disney.
bro. There is no reason they should have got robbed from that placement like that, bro.
Yeah, why? Like the only reason they picked
And
James
it's crazy because
Madison.
they literally admitted it on live television that it was gonna happen. And sure enough, a few days later, bro, they did the shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. Notre Dame's way better than James Madison, but they did it, I think, because Disney owns ESPN now,
That is correct.
and
But
then
I still
AB,
think it was a bitch
like
made.
Notre Dame's an
I still think it
independent,
was a bitch
right?
made move
Notre
from
Dame's an
fucking.
independent, so they can't be like owned or manipulated or whatever by Disney and ESPN. So Notre Dame was pushed out because they basically can't. I don't know. It's a little bit
I
too
mean,
complex to
do you
talk
agree
about.
with the decision to just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just take my team all the way out the playoffs in general and just not play? Because I feel like that was kind of a bitch made move for sure.
And then
Yeah, the players are probably fucking mad. A lot
And
of
I
them
would have
hit the
been
transfer
like,
portal, if I recall correctly.
I mean, yeah, I'm playing against the best team they're putting me against in the bowl game and beating their ass. Like what? I'm taking all my anger out on the people
Okay,
in the bowl game, in my opinion.
so I think Oregon beats the brakes off James Madison. Does anyone disagree with that?
No. Oh yeah, let's go over this. Good job, John. Yeah, bring up the bracket. No, I don't disagree with that at all. What do you?
Oregon's gonna put a belt to ass, bro.
Yeah, Oregon's
Yeah.
whooping. So going.
Oregon's gonna put a belt to ass.
And I think, and
How
because of the,
about
and
them
I
Indy
agree. I think
boys?
it's going to be belt to ass so hard. Oregon is going to shoot past Texas Tech. I think it's going to be a problem because Oregon already gave Texas Tech. No, it wasn't Texas Tech. Oregon has the right type of defense to give Texas Tech the type like a matchup issue. They just do. They have good linebackers.
I agree.
So that's and if they have enough momentum, they are going to go over Texas Tech. Um, Alabama and Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma,
Yeah,
Alabama
I was
is
gonna
hella
say
like. I
if
don't even
it
think Alabama was supposed to play in the fucking SEC championship on the cooler way they lost against. Like I already knew they was gonna lose, but it's like they ain't even put up a fight for it, bro.
Ole Miss should have been in that game, in my opinion.
They definitely should have. They
And
definitely
then
should
the
have.
guy, the quarterback for Ole Miss, is getting slept
Just
on like
favorite too.
crazy, bro. That guy is so good.
That boy nice.
So between you guys think Oklahoma?
But yeah, if it,
Yeah,
so
I'll play
healthy,
opposition here.
if
I
we're
gotta take
talking
Alabama
healthy
then. We
squads,
can't, I got to. So I'll take
Mateer
Alabama here.
Mateer
Give me
is
an
gonna
upset.
beat
Give
him.
me
I
an
think
upset.
Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma's gonna beat Alabama,
Oklahoma.
in
I
my
mean,
opinion.
Bama ain't showed me nothing to. Yeah, I'm not even trying to be biased.
Yeah,
What if Bama
exactly.
balls out?
They ain't
I'm in
What
showed
the
if
me
Bama
same
balls
nothing.
boat.
out?
Bama hasn't really shown me much to impress me. I mean, they beat Georgia by like 3 points.
Give me the upset.
Then they
Just
got
give me
their
the
ass
upset.
kicked.
Give me the upset on a fumble return for a touchdown.
Nah, I don't see it.
You got Bama upsetting fumble return for a touchdown against Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All right, shit.
Yep.
I mean, we'll be watching that game. It'll be fun shit to watch.
I see
And
if
then
it's gonna be a close down. If it's gonna be a close game, I see Bama having the next position, bro. Gonna throw a fucking pick or some dumb shit, and they're gonna lose.
all right, so who do you guys have then in the next game? You guys have Oklahoma and Indiana for your next game.
Indy. I already told
Yeah.
you what I'm. I already
Yeah,
told you what I'm on,
Indiana
bro.
is going to
I
beat
already told you.
Oklahoma because
I'm
Oklahoma
not
will
even an
be
Indy fan.
beaten
Don't get me
up
wrong.
after
But I'm
playing Alabama. They're going to be weak and bruised and injured.
told you. Just like I
Indiana
said,
going to
Indy was
walk
gonna find.
house.
Just like I
Yeah,
said, they was gonna find a way to beat Ohio State. Okay.
So then we all have Indiana, Oregon in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
hate to say it,
And I'm
but
taking
yeah, the
Oregon.
Big Ten is
I'm taking
solid as
Oregon over
fuck this
Indy.
year.
Yeah.
I'm taking Oregon over Indy though, because
That's what G
All right.
Peeps was saying last time he was in here. I wanted to get his opinion on who
Ducks
would win.
Nation.
Yeah.
Ducks Nation.
Okay. Or you
Now,
said, all right.
Tulane
Oregon
and
over
Ole
Indy.
Miss.
Tulane, Ole Miss. I mean, I got Ole
It's time for
Miss.
my boys to get a.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Ole
Oregon been
Miss
slept on for
easily.
the last year. Confident enough to come back and get back on top of the world like they supposed to be.
I'd say an
No,
ass whooping. I think it's 42 to like
and I'm a little
24.
biased because Corey more. We're not from the same school, but like we used to play fucking DeSoto and shit when I was in high school. So like I can respect the Texans boy being on the roster and being a starter as a freshman. So like I'm rooting for him for sure.
I want the upset so fucking bad. I want it. Give me Tulane. I have no.
I mean, I would
reason as
love to
why.
watch that. Yeah, no, I mean,
I have no reason.
you know,
as
I
to
love
why,
watching upsets. So.
But just give me that upset. That's the one. If I get any upset, that's the one that I want.
Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, yeah, you know, I love upsets, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Ole Miss is beat the shit out of them.
I think Ole Miss, out of every team that we've looked at so far, Ole Miss is the biggest wild card. They could show up.
Well, is Lane
shit
Kiffin
the
coaching?
bed.
Wait,
They could
pause.
shit
Wait,
the
this
bed.
is a crazy. Wait, is Lane Kiffin gonna coach during this? That's the thing. Is he gonna coach?
Yo, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's a fucking motorcycle. I'm like, what the fuck is that? This shit sound nasty. Like not nasty in a good way. Like this shit sound disgusting. Like this shit gonna break down.
Then we have Georgia taking the next game.
Oh
right?
shit! Yeah, no, Lane Kiffin will not coach in the college playoff for Ole Miss. He accepted the head coaching job at LSU. Dude, John might have just called some sauce. I might have to go with John on that one. But shit, dude, damn. That changes my I'm going with Ole Miss by 1 point.
Ole Miss by 1. I think without your head coach, you think you come in?
Oh my god, I don't know, dude. No, there's
You said by 1 point is crazy.
No,
your leadership just
I'll say by
abandoned
one
ship,
score.
brother.
I'll say Ole Miss is I'll say Ole Miss is still going to beat him by 2 touchdowns. I'll take the 14 points. I'll take the 14-point spread.
We agree Georgia's going to win the game though. The next game, whoever Georgia plays, they're going to fucking belt the ass.
100%, yeah. With no head coach, you're getting your shit fucked.
Ole Miss versus Tulane, yeah, Ole Miss is winning.
But Ole Miss Tulane, but Lane Kiffin isn't going to be there. He's going to be at LSU. But they still have their offensive coordinator, I think.
It definitely don't matter.
It don't matter, yeah.
Miami and Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
That's a toss-up
game. This is the biggest question mark game for me.
Texas A&M.
I'm saying Texas A&M because we almost beat them. It'll make us look better this year. And Miami's kind of, I don't really know how Miami got in with 2 losses.
It's fucking politics, bro.
Over Notre Dame.
A&M realistically should not have a loss on their season.
It's Ohio State. No matter who takes it, Ohio State gonna put the ass, right?
Yeah, facts. But then
Ohio State playing?
Either Miami or Texas A&M.
And then Duke won the ACC, and they were like 7-5.
I'll put it like this: I'm not saying realistically that Ohio can't win against whoever they play next, but it's on some shit to where it's like that. That loss to Indy, that shit look a little sus. I don't know if they're gonna play the same.
Indy's a good fucking team, though. Indy's the best team in the league. Of course, it's like they look sus.
That's questionable.
Wait, but you're saying Texas A&M versus Ohio State? You're gonna take Texas A&M? That's fine. I can see that.
Questionable. Best team in the Big Ten, probably, but in the entire, you feel me? Yeah, no, can't see that. They ain't played enough heavy hitters for me to just say that they're better than all the teams in the playoffs right now.
That's a fair point. He's making some good points.
Yeah.
It's not taking away from their talent because, like, you feel me, to not have as many 5 stars as like other places, they can ball. I don't really think the stars matter, you feel me, but like, I don't know. I don't know, brother. Let's be real. They damn near choked. If the only reason they won is because bro missed that fucking. How the fuck you missed that field goal? Like, let's talk about it.
All right, where are we at now?
Real talk. Have you guys ever actually kicked a field goal?
I have. He ain't trying to get that.
I
That
can
boy
only
missed.
kick like a 30
That boy missed.
yarder.
It's not easy.
No, wait,
It's
I
not
can
easy at all.
This is my thing,
from
bro.
the
You
30.
all year you
I
have
can
one
only
job.
kick it
Kick the
from the
football,
30,
bro. You
whatever
kick the
yardage
ball
that
from
is.
the fucking 28-yard line and you missed that, bro. Your ass.
Yeah, no, I'm really bad. No, yeah, that's me.
Like, he's bad too. He fucking missed the shit.
Oh no, yeah, I could say like the ball's
And then
on the
on top of
30.
that, it's like
Like say
he was
I'm
doing
kicking
all
the
that shit. He
ball
was
and it's
doing
on the
like,
30.
bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good there.
he was dead middle too. Like, ain't no way that nigga's
Yeah,
ass.
no, I could hit that, but like anywhere past that, like if it was if we
Like,
were
come
if
on, bro.
the
Like,
action if we were
bro is
playing
literally
football and the
he's literally
ball
standing
was
out of
placed
bounds
on the
on the
30.
sidelines, kicking field goals through the uprights, but you miss a 30-yard right in front of the target. Come on,
Do you
bro.
Yeah,
guys
no.
do you guys watch hockey?
I don't.
No, not really.
We should start going over some highlights and picking it up and just talking about it, because that's going to add 3 to 4 countries that could become interested in the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
I
worth
mean
it.
we could do that
Hockey's
next
pretty
time.
big internationally. Yeah. Just
We're
something to
still
think about.
we gotta get on to what we're in the 12. We're on the top part of the bracket. We're on Oregon versus Indy, and then we had Georgia versus Ohio State on the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's Georgia and Ohio State.
We're still well, yeah, no, I'm
Ohio
saying
State
like
losing
calm
against Georgia.
down. Let's
I'm saying.
calm down. Let's all
I'm
right. So
saying.
let's say Georgia Ohio State. Yeah. So you think Ohio State's losing? I could see Texas
And then, like,
A&M
bro,
beating Ohio State, and then we have Georgia Texas A&M.
Every time Ohio State has made it to the playoffs and they've lost the last game of the season, they've won the whole fucking thing. So I'm going to say Ohio State over Georgia. And that's something you can look up. That's a real
That's
fact.
a historical fact. I mean, I could
that's
fuck with
cool, but
that.
it's like we gotta look at realism. What did I tell you was gonna happen? I said, did I not say that Jeremiah Smith was gonna have a good game? But what did I say when it came down to clutch time and you're only passing the ball to one person? What is the game plan? All we gotta do is stop this one person, and what happened? They fucking lost.
Yeah, they're not very
Granted, they had an
like
opportunity. Granted, they had an
diverse.
opportunity to kick that field goal, and that didn't help. But like, you feel me? It's like, bro, if you only have one game plan and you don't diversify the offense to where it's like they don't know what the fuck to look for, bro.
Yeah, that's just my
I don't
opinion.
know.
Because yeah,
Georgia
like
got a real defense too. Like they got to come out
Ohio
with a different
State,
game.
they don't have it this year. They have it. They have the team ready for next year, but they just don't. Not this year. I just don't think. Because I'm saying whoever wins Texas A&M, Miami. I don't think Miami's going to beat Texas A&M's, and then Texas A&M can beat Ohio State. I'm just saying they can.
They're
I'm
not
not saying they
Texas
will.
A&M offense. They got a sleeper ass offense, bro.
Yeah,
They
they're
do.
really good.
But if that shit doesn't start, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
guess you're
chance it
right. They
doesn't
are like
start.
a fire that you definitely got to get A&M shit started, or else that fire just stays dead for the most part. You're right.
But if it starts, you can't put it out.
Yeah,
one
it's
of those
really
that,
hard to
like,
put out. Yeah, see,
no,
I could see Texas
no one has
A&M
done it
beating
when they're
Ohio
down.
State like 45 to fucking 21 or some crazy shit.
If Texas A&M gets hot hands early, they could put belt to
I
ass
can
to
see
Ohio
that
State.
they
That's
could whoop Ohio State, bro.
yeah,
But it's
that's
like
and
what you
then
mean, bro?
but then
Ohio
that's
State, bro,
just
to me, bro, the
one
only thing
random.
validly that I've seen
So that's just a
is like
scenario.
they put up points on offense, but it's like it's not enough points against a team like that to where it's like, yeah, y'all sitting here going in expecting to only score, let's say 20 points, but that's not beating a team like from the SEC. It's coming ready to play.
Yeah, and then you got to beat Georgia. So if A&M can beat Georgia, which you got to think about Stockton versus Reed. If Stockton gets hurt or something, who do they have as backup as Georgia? Is he as good as Stockton? You know.
Let's be real. Like what the last 4 games that Ohio State's played, they haven't put up more than 21 points, if that. So if they can't do that against the SEC, it's looking bad for sure.
Yeah, it would be hard to beat them, but yeah. And then the top half of the bracket, we have Texas Tech, we got Indy, Oregon. Those are pretty much our top. Oklahoma, Alabama. We really think Alabama's out of it. We think Oklahoma's pretty good, but then Indy's gonna beat the shit out of Oklahoma, in my
I would
opinion.
say Georgia versus the Oregon. That's what I want to see.
Georgia versus Oregon in the Natty, that would be awesome.
And the Natty.
John,
Would be
who would you
agree.
want for your Natty?
If I could have any of these teams if I could have my fucking craziest dreams come true, it would be Oregon Tulane.
Oregon versus Tulane, just all green, everything
Yeah.
like money, money. I say
Logan gonna come out there with that chrome black on, boy. That shit gonna be hard.
it's Georgia versus Texas Tech. Just cause like that'd be like the most like American, just like Georgia, Texas Tech, yeehaw, America.
They just gonna get that ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying
That
that
would,
now.
dude. That would just cause the caliber of teams. I guess cause Indiana versus Georgia would have to be really high scoring, but Texas Tech versus Georgia could just be like pure, just a battle. You know what I mean? Defenses going at it like crazy. Nobody scoring the whole game, like 14-13 natty chant. I just like to see defensive masterpieces because
W collabs. W collabs. W.
I see streaming as streaming as a fun thing to do in collab, but football as like a chess game in a way, a grown man's chess game, or just like
Definitely.
you train your soldiers or you train your characters. It's like a game. It's like literally like a video game. You train your soldiers, you have each one of your characters and you put them in the right position, and if they aren't in the right position they can't make the play. They can be in the right position and be your best player and still not make the play. That's like why I don't know, I love this shit. I think it would be really entertaining to see a defensive mastermind, but Oregon, even Oregon versus Georgia would be badass. Just a defensive mastermind. That's just what I would think. Texas Tech versus Georgia, or Oregon versus Georgia, just to see a defensive doghouse fighting each other.
You streaming right now, right?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Nah, I'm about to see if I can get you in this collab right quick. When you're deep as hell.
Go ahead and add me wherever you need to add me. We still got 35 minutes left, so if you guys want to talk about pro ball, we talked about the playoffs, we talked about who we wanted to be in the playoffs, our specific
Nice to
teams,
you.
Bowling Green, Gamecocks. We just signed Kalen Biles, I think his name, something. Caden
Pay attention to
Biles
you, my boy. Let me
from
know if you got that.
TCU. Let's see. Gamecocks' new offensive coordinator. Yeah, so Kendall Briles. He had the best offense in the nation at Baylor for 3 years in a row. So we're hoping he's gonna do pretty good. He replaced Mike Shula. And a new O-line coach, Randy Clements, and a running back coach, Stan Drayton. So we got some new members to the staff. Hold on. Are you at collabing on? No. Does it go to my phone? Oh wait.
So I guess the next thing that we should probably talk about is the defenses in the NFL are starting to get a little bit stale, and so are the offenses. It feels like I haven't seen anything new or exciting in terms of route combinations in like 3 or 4 seasons. Anybody else feeling the same way?
Yeah, I mean, most teams in the NFL are running the same shit. That's why the Panthers went from not winning much to changing it all around towards this end part of the season. Just because we've been scoring on everyone like crazy by just doing simple ass, routes by throwing it to Leggett because he's bigger than most of the defensive backs. That's been one of the main things I've seen in the NFL too. Is that most of the defensive backs are like 5'9" and 5'10". So if you just have like a Randy Moss or a Jeremiah Smith or like a Xavier Legette or even Conkey or Conquer, whatever the hell his name is on our team, like 6'3", anything like 6'3", 6'4", is like amazing. Kind of like how they realized Kirk Cousins realized with Pitts when they were playing with the Falcons. He's 6'6", like 250 pounds. He has good hands. He's taller than like 90% of the people that he's probably more. That he probably like 99% of the defensive backs. So you just throw him the ball in the right position, he's gonna catch it, keep his feet. He's 250 pounds. Nobody 5'9" is gonna fight that guy off the ball. You know, they're kind of like Gronkowski. Those people are just a different breed. When it comes to route running, that's why I would love to. If you play in the NFL, you don't just get the best, like a normal ass tight end from college. You get the best tight end basically that year, or one of the top 5 in the entire nation. So I mean, if route running can be more complex, but yeah, I mean, for the Panthers, we just really been running the ball most of the time and opening up the easiest routes that we can to make Bryce Young look good because it's hard for him to see over the line.
So you gotta get a Colin Murray knockout. No, I'm talking shit.
Yeah, you don't want a Kyler Murray. Yeah, Prodigy actually went against him in high school. He was talking about that the other day.
With me, silly.
But yeah, so the Browns, they can stop the Lions' chance at getting into the playoffs if they beat the Bears, or they help the Lions secure their playoffs chances if they beat the Bears. What is that all about?
I'm trying to figure out what the likelihood is of, or I'm trying to figure out the route the Browns need to take to get the first pick overall.
Who are the top 5 people drafting mock draft right now, 2026? So the top players right now are Jeremiah Love, the running back for Notre Dame, who actually has autism. Averill Reese, the edge for Ohio State. Caleb Downs, who's been studying film since he was 5 years old for Ohio State, the safety. Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback for Indiana. Everybody knows him, but his stats are really not that impressive. Like, he's going to get his shit rocked in the NFL by pretty much anybody. Like, Bo Nix, Quinn Ewers. I'd rather have a Quinn Ewers, and he's the backup at Miami, than I'd have. There'd be no reason to really draft Mendoza. I don't know. It depends on who you are. Ruben Bain Jr., the edge for Miami. Dante Moore, isn't he from Texas, right? The quarterback of Oregon. Did we lose Memphis?
No, I'm
Memphis.
here.
Okay. Let's just say, who do you have anybody that you were thinking about? Because I know we have Brazel. We found him 6'5", plays for Tennessee. Some running back, some linemen. Did we find? We found some linemen that we like. Isaiah
But you
World.
need to praise on that dude from Memphis, bro. I can't even remember his name.
All right.
The
Who
boy
is
that
the
had that
best
nasty ass one-handed catch.
um Memphis? Oh yeah, the receiver.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's officially, let's talk about the tank race. Let's talk about the worst 5 teams in the NFL.
worst 5 teams in the NFL. Okay. Yeah, I'm just pulling that up. New England Patriots, Carolina Panthers. What the shit? That's not true. Worst 5 teams in the NFL right now. All right. Wait, what? That's not real. Worst 5 teams in the NFL right now. They keep putting the Panthers in there, and it's just a lie. The Jets, the Titans, the Browns, the Raiders, the Saints, and yeah, the Panthers. But really, the Bengals should be there instead of the Panthers.
Okay, so it's Giants, Raiders, Titans, Browns, Jets.
And Bengals.
Bengals have too many tiebreakers and a higher strength of schedule, so they're not in this convert. So these are the 5 teams that are arguably playing for next season. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, that's a good conversation to have. Yeah, let's talk about
So
it.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Bowl for the Browns. This is where all the Browns' hopes get flushed away every season, and we start tanking like the back of a toilet. These are the 5 teams in competition, or the 4 teams in competition with us this season. Who will succeed in tanking for the number 1 overall?
The Vegas, the Raiders, I think. I think the Raiders, because they've lost a few of the games that they really should have won. Pretty much thrown them away. Well, fumbled them away in some, and then thrown them away in others. But yeah, I think because the Saints are gonna try and get a few more wins with that Tyler Show guy or whatever, Shroud, however you fucking say it.
Chip.
And I think they're gonna sneak a few more wins in. The Bengals are trying way too hard, so I think they might win. Yeah, I think so. We're Titans, Raiders, Browns. Well, yeah, you think the Browns are gonna throw this weekend?
Hell yes.
So Browns are throwing, Titans are throwing, and Raiders are throwing. But then who's getting the pick out of all that?
Right. I think with the Titans beating the Browns, it's very clear that they're not throwing their season. Because they're in direct competition with the Browns.
Oh, yeah. But can they still sneak that top pick just after and also beating them, you know?
They had the first overall pick until they beat us.
Yeah, they had it locked in. But then they just don't want Cam Ward's record looking that bad. So they figured out they could sneak one in before the end of the season.
I really, really hope the Browns get the first overall pick. And then I hope we draft like a defensive end. And we just have the craziest defensive line anyone has ever seen in the fucking life.
Best defensive ends to draft in the mock draft right now.
Best for safeties.
Let's see. Who are the best edges and linebackers to draft in the 2026 draft? We got Anthony Hill Jr., Texas. Oh, yeah, a lot of people have talked about that guy. TJ Parker for Clemson. Ruben Bain Jr., Miami. We talked about him before. David Bailey, Texas Tech. DJ Allen, Georgia. Harold Perkins Jr., LSU. And Ohio State, Sony Styles. Let's see. Yeah, you gotta get like you want a lineman and not like a linebacker or an edge, like a Clowney.
Yeah, I want because Myles Garrett plays edge, so I want another edge because we have the 2 good D tackles. So I want to pair another superstar edge.
I think, yeah, I agree with that. That the Panthers, we really need like a solid outside linebacker to help that long-haired dude, whatever the heck, Roseboom. That's his name, Roseboom. We need someone to help with either that or pass rushing because we're pretty good in the secondary. Panthers did pretty good drafting recently. Let's see. Who would be the best linebacker for the Panthers to draft in the mock draft coming up 2026? Let's ask AI instead of that fucking Sony Styles from Ohio State. Yeah, Styles is pretty good. DJ Allen from Georgia. CJ Allen is a better fit due to his specific skill sets, is what it says. 6'4". Let's see how big he is. Described as an instinct, smart, and explosive tone setter, and a missile as an attacker. Yeah, so CJ Allen for Georgia, or Sony Styles for Ohio State. We really need a linebacker.
Sheesh.
Memphis, are you there?
Yeah.
Do you have anyone that you want to draft to the Chiefs? Like, what are you guys missing? Where's your holes?
Hell no, because we ain't gonna get no picks.
Well, you can.
All he gonna do, bro.
You don't have the first
All
or
he gonna
second
do.
rounders.
This is all that's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna draft a running back that we don't need, and that's gonna be the end of that.
Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's all you need. All right, I fuck with it. Let's see. All right, so we went over who all we need to draft. We went over who we want to draft. The Panthers pretty much are good. We kind of just need a cheaper backup than Chuba Hubbard because he's just getting pricey. We could use some of that on money somewhere else, I think. Even though he is really solid. Then we got the Panthers are finally turning it around. They got some quarterback coaches coming to try and fix Lenore Sellers, whatever the hell's going on with his ass this year. Let's college football playoff. We went over that. Went over the draft. Let's see. Phillip Rivers. We went over what we were talking about with Phillip Rivers.
Let's do a preview for next week.
Coaching staffs. Well, I mean, what games do we have coming up? We have a bunch of games coming up. Literally tomorrow, right?
Yep.
See the games coming up tomorrow. That's all you gotta check. Got Washington versus the Broncos. Who do we have? Boise State versus Washington. I say Washington's gonna beat the shit out of Boise State. A bunch of Kalen DeBoer leftovers are gonna beat the hell out of some Boise State Broncos.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it for me. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. I had a long night, and
you're good. It's basically 10 o'clock.
Yep. And tomorrow is my wife's birthday, so I gotta get some shit done.
Happy birthday. All right, YouTube. We'll see you guys. Y'all be easy.